Places to visit in Korea. Have you been to Korea? If yes, where in Korea have you been? If you have not been there yet, would you like to visit? And if you have been there, do you think you really got a good look at Korea? Since you are learning Korean, it is a must that you visit Korea at some point. Then, where in Korea would you like to visit? Or, where would be a good place to visit? You might not have any idea, but it is important to make sure that you truly see and feel the real Korea during your visit. I'm sure that the recommended places to visit in Korea would vary per person. They especially would vary based on one's age and interest. Older people might be more interested in historical sites and traditional things, while younger people might be more interested in shopping and fun activities. In this video, you will be introduced to 7 locations that people in their teens might find more interesting. The first place to recommend is Gyeongbokgung in Seoul. This is a palace from the olden days, and some might find it not that interesting. But since it is a place where kings lived 500 to 600 years ago, one should try to imagine the lives of many kings who used to live here. The place is also known for having the style of the Joseon era, where people were sensitive about the feng shui in geography, where the mountain, the lake, and walking paths are wonderfully laid out. As one of the most popular places to visit by foreigners and Koreans alike, it is located at the center of Seoul, and the entrance fee is equivalent to only about $3. And there are lots of special cultural and historical events both inside and outside the gates of Gyeongbokgung. Next, how about Lotte World, especially for young people like you? This is like Disneyland near Los Angeles. This amusement park is much smaller than Disneyland, but despite the size, the various rides and the atmosphere has a cute charm to it, like many of Korea's sightseeing places have. Also, there is the Lotte Tower Sky, which is 63 floors high, so you can see all of Seoul from this high place. Lotte World is also connected to a department store, so people can enjoy both shopping and the fun of an amusement park. This is a location where all visiting students want to go to. It will make you love this fun world that it presents. Next is the Hanok Village in Jeonju. Hanok Village refers to the location where traditional houses are maintained, and there are multiple dozen Hanok villages in Korea. Out of all the villages, the Jeonju Hanok Village is the most popular, and as of 2019, there are about 1,000 Hanok and about 2,000 people actually living there. By visiting these places, you can see how Koreans lived in the olden days. It is located about 120 miles south from Seoul, and one can visit the traditional cultural centers and museums with displays of various craftwork. You can also try tasting the famous Jeonju bibimbap. Like this, one day will most likely pass by really fast while you are busy visiting all these places of tradition and history. This place was also ranked number 1 as an internet search word according to a survey done by the company KakaoTalk back in November of 2017. There's one place where a lot of foreigners visit when they are in Korea. This place is Insadong. Insadong is located in Seoul, and there are a lot of souvenirs for tourists here. Therefore, one can find a lot of traditional items such as old books, Korean photos, calligraphy, pottery, wooden goods, jewelry, and more. Also, there are a lot of restaurants and cafes that feature traditional dish and beverages, which attract a lot of foreigners' taste buds. This is a reason that Insadong is usually more crowded with non-Koreans than local Koreans. You should definitely visit this place to buy yourself a nice souvenir and try the various traditional cuisine. Also, you should go to Gyeongju. Gyeongju is about 170 miles south of Seoul, and it was the capital city during the Silla dynasty. Silla existed for about 1,000 years, from about 57 BC to 935 AD. This was a time when Buddhism prospered, so most of the architecture is related to Buddhism. One of the more well-known structures is Cheomseongdae, an astronomical observatory, which is the oldest surviving astronomical observatory in Asia. Cheomseongdae was made with rocks, and it is amazing that rocks from about 2,000 years is still in existence. This structure was designated as one of Korea's national treasures. There's also a temple called Bulguksa. Here, there are structures such as Seokgatap and Dadotap, and this temple has been designated by UNESCO as one of the World Heritage Sites for its size and the way it was made. Near Bulguksa, there's a grotto called Seokguram, and this was made with rocks. This was also designated as a UNESCO World Heritage for its high value in architecture, repair, geometry, religion, and artistry. Inside, there's a large statue of Buddha of about 3.4 meters tall. This is called Seokga Yore Chasang, and is called a rare masterpiece full of vigor that was sculpted out of white granite stone. There's so much to see in Gyeongju that you should stay there for at least 2 days in order to truly see all the traditional places and the historical sites. It will help you to understand Buddhism, its influence on the Korean society, and old architecture and sculptures. Next, shall we go to Jeju-do, which is known as Korea's Hawaii? Jeju-do is Korea's biggest island, and it is located by the southern end of the Korean peninsula. Hawaii is divided into many islands, such as Oahu, Maui, and the Big Island, but Jeju-do is just one island. The size is about 1/6 of Hawaii's Big Island. So if you compare Jeju-do to Hawaii, Jeju-do is quite small. The reason that Jeju-do is called Korea's Hawaii is that the weather is warm all year round like Hawaii is, and it is a popular honeymoon destination. Why do you think so many people go to Jeju-do for their honeymoon? The reason is that the nice places to sightsee is all in one place, just like Gyeongju. And one difference from Gyeongju is that one can enjoy a different kind of Korea. There are lots of places to visit for its eatery and sightseeing. First of all, there is the Halla Mountain. This is a national park where by walking for about 3 to 4 hours, one can reach the summit, which is 1,950 meters tall. And at the summit, there's a volcano called Baeklok-dam. The path to the summit is beautiful and far from boring, which makes it perfect for newlyweds to enjoy a nice walk. Halla Mountain is also designated as one of UNESCO's World Heritage Sites. There are also famous hiking paths in Jeju-do called Jeju Ollegil. These are trails that go around the island, and there are 21 different paths total. Each trail has its own theme, with varying types of paths, such as narrow alleyways by the coast, some mountainous ranges, flat roads, valleys, and more. One can also see some famous caves such as Manjanggul and Sangyonggul, and catch the famous sunrise from a place called Seongsan. So this place is called Seongsan Ilchulbong. Because Jeju-do is an island, it also has popular beaches where you can enjoy the sand and the ocean waters, just like in Hawaii. It would vary per person, but in about 2 to 3 days, anyone should be able to have a great time in Jeju, enjoying various parts of the island that is a combination of nature and man-created beauty. One last place that will be introduced is a place that only exists in Korea. No one can see such a place anywhere else, and the place might actually become non-existent soon. Rather, it is a place that should be gone soon. Where do you think it is? I'm referring to the Demilitarized Zone, more often referred to as the DMZ. As of 2019, Korea is the only country in the world where the North and the South are divided. North and South Korea exist with differing ideologies, and this DMZ marks the division of the two. Just as the term says, this is a location where North and South are maintaining its sides without bearing arms. This place received spotlight when in 2019, the US President Trump and North Korea's Chairman Kim Jong-un met during the US and North Korean summit. ironically, because this place has been kept from regular citizens' activities, the natural life of this area has been maintained well, which makes it attractive for its beautiful scenery and surroundings. It is also a place where you can feel the reality of the two countries that are placed face to face. Once the two Koreas unite, this place will be gone forever, so it is a place that many people want to come visit soon. In this video, we looked at just 7 locations in Korea. Of course, there are lots more of other places and so many places that will keep you from becoming bored, even if you travel for weeks or months on end. The country is very small compared to the US, but there are a lot of fun, charming things, and some with very deep, long history you can enjoy and experience. I hope that you really can make a trip to Korea in the near future and get to experience all this for yourself.